I'm checking out the What's Next podcast.
Yeah.
All right, so I let him get his turn this time. Where the fuck is my
Oh, you ain't do the intro?
No, I'm on the wrong goddamn side. I'm sorry. God damn it. What's Next podcast? All right, Sean. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever it is, What's Next podcast? All right, we are now. So let me
Sir, you barely hear you.
You can. What do you mean? You can barely hear me? Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you.
Let's take the cover off the mic. How would I sound now? I sound like an asshole now. All right. So, hello, Jonathan. Hello, Carlos. How y'all doing today? Sorry to see you.
Everything is everything, sir.
Man, King JB in the building. All right, so let me tell you what the SamzSportz Podcast Network is, right?
Tell them what the network is, boss. Tell them what the network is.
Tell about the network, boss. Tell about the network.
What the fuck? All right, so off the top sports, anything a podcast, What's Next podcast, SamzSportz, Talk Your Ish Tuesday, the side join. We're gonna put everything together, man. Put everything together and try to unify this shit. You know what I mean? Like, we all work together any fucking way. So everybody still has that individuality, but we're all together at the same time. You know what I mean? Hey, Sharice, when you start your podcast, Sharice, you will be a part of the SamzSportz Podcast Network. Why? You ain't got to put the application in, Sharice, just because you've been here every day except one day. You missed one day. All right. So we're going to...
I think she was in jail.
Hey, sorry. Nobody fucking... None of that man... You just watch that man... Watch that purse get stolen. You come on this motherfucker and say, what in the fuck? And I tried to stop him and everything. But anyway, we just put our stuff together and unify each other. You know what I mean? We work together multiple times a week. My podcast already started. Well, you should have been hit me up. You should have tagged us in it already. God damn it. I did see what you said in a few weeks. That's the last time I seen it. I didn't see it started, so my bad. So we're going to have to get the link to Sherelle podcast. And we're going to run it that way. So, yeah. SamzSportz Podcast Network. And tomorrow, a new show. SamzSportz Morning Show. All right. Well, we're going to play clips from our weekly shows, the best clips from our weekly shows. We're going to have some conversations, some giveaways, some prizes. We got a few new partners. You know what I mean? We got a few new partners to talk about. We're going to talk about this Flock Yeah shirt later on. But we definitely going to get to it. Flock Yeah. You can't see it? Nope. Boom.
Flock Yeah. I forgot the damn hoodie, bro. Wow.
So we're going to get into that too. But first, it would be disrespectful not to sit here and say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there because we were not live.
Absolutely.
So, happy Mother's. What the fuck? I swear, boy, this shit we just doing dumb
shit. So you had one job.
I had one fucking job, yo.
So you had one job.
Yo, one job. Let me see if it's nope. It's all me.
Happy month, real shit day, bro.
So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there with the ER on the end. Mothers out there. My mother, my sister, my wife, my mother-in-law, friends, the people who don't like me anymore. All of them. Happy Mother's Day to all of them. All of them. I hope everybody had a great Mother's Day.
I, for one, got tired of looking at everybody bald head ass mama.
Yep, and that's the last show we'll have, guys. So
Yep, there you
cancel
go.
this whole network. Did all that street for nothing. Yeah, now the fuck out of here.
Hey, some of y'all mama was still fine as fuck though. Y'all better be careful talking shit. Y'all mama can still get fucked.
Boy, here you see. Yeah.
All right, so for our sponsors, right, this show is completely unscripted. I just want to let y'all know that I probably left that shit off on the application, but I'm so sorry. All right, Carlson takes medication. All right, I don't know what kind. He don't know what kind yet, but we're gonna find him something.
Hey, do not violate my HIPAA violations on live.
Oh, but we can violate people's moms on live. We can't violate you. What the fuck?
It's all jokes. It's all jokes, man. On some real shit. Happy Mother's Day to everybody who's a mother. That was almost a mother, and yeah, all that. I tried. I be trying.
So I was on Twitter and I seen I heard it on the radio earlier and I forgot to go look it up, but I looked it up right before we went live. And so there's a shortage on Similac. So February had a recall on Similac, and there's been a shortage ever since. Similac cans are up to like $120 a can now.
Get the fuck out of here.
And they talk about like I believe now the kids use 2 cans a month. About a month they use 2 cans or 2 cans a week. I'm sorry. 2 cans a week. So people are really struggling to find. So people on Twitter asking people, do they got extra cans? And people are like sending cans back and forth to people because you need certain ones. So everybody out here who got the kids, man.
Hey, on some real shit. Anybody who needs some cans of Similac, holla at me. I got you. I'll get you 3 cans.
Sir, can you find 3 cans?
Nigga, do you not know I'm in Florida right now.
What that mean?
I can go and get some fucking cans of Similac.
Okay. Are you sure? Is it Similac shortage, sir? So you hope the store's got them, sir.
Listen, I guarantee you this. It's going to be by hook or by crook.
Oh, shit.
Bro, God.
No child left behind.
Hey, if I can't find no Similac, I'm going to send you powdered milk. You're going to get some goddamn powdered milk.
No child left behind.
No
Zero children left behind.
No child whatsoever.
And I would make a joke about that, but like in all seriousness, like it's sad when a mother can't provide milk from her own breast. And a lot of times that is the case. So I don't have no jokes about that. It's just I don't like to joke about people's plights.
You don't call us the humble show. Sir, would you like to read, sir?
I mean, I know my read, write, arithmetic. If I don't know nothing, I know my 3 R's. Right. My boyfriend, Paul's, and I've been together 5 years. He got married last year to a very hold on. Wait a fucking second. My boyfriend, Paul's, and I've been together 5 years. He got married last year to a very wonderful woman. I helped him pick her ring out and opened Why you set me up like this, bro? All right, one more time. I'm going to read through it and I ain't going to stop. My boyfriend and I, Paul's, been together 5 years. He got married last year to a very wonderful woman. I helped him pick her ring out and opened an account to help him buy it. Here's my question. His visits have dropped back to maybe once every 2 weeks. And when I complained, he said the only way he could see me more is if he pretended like he had a part-time job and had money to show for it. How much is fair to give him more time with? So I'm sorry, how much is fair to give him to have more time with him? Before you call me stupid, this is my idea. I want to do this. He's worth it. I get an insurance annuity every month from my dad's death and won't even miss the money. Shit, give him the whole check.
I mean, exactly. I mean, you said you won't miss it, so I mean,
I mean, fuck it. Pay your way, baby.
Call JG Wentworth. 877 cash now.
It's not a paid advertisement, sir.
This is not in any way, shape, or form.
All right, so they have an issue that's very fixable, I guess, right? She wants to stay with him,
Mm-hmm.
but she don't at the same. Well, she wants to stay with him, and she willing to do anything she needs to stay with him. That man got to pick up.
She 10 toes at this point.
So it's 2022, and we can't judge nobody for their actions, right? Because everybody out here living differently. Extra money is definitely needed. You know what I mean? How do you think his wife would feel if she found out, or if she don't? I mean, if she found out, I mean, yeah.
Ideally, we would hope that she wouldn't have no. In an ideal world, she wouldn't have any problems in bringing in extra income.
Let me
But
tell you
on
something.
the other hand, it really all depends on how possessive she is.
Let me tell you something. She gonna find out.
Absolutely.
She gonna find out.
This year, next year, or a few years down the line.
What's done in the dark gonna come to the light for sure. She gonna find out. Now, if I would say if he was just getting money from the bitch, then it wouldn't be no problem. But he also deep dive dick in this bitch too.
Sir,
Sir, is he not dumb dicking? He got to be dumb dicking this bitch because her boyfriend got married. She opened a account to help him buy her stepwife's ring.
sir,
That's her wife-in-law. Is that wife-in-law or stepwife? That's her stepwife.
sir, is that in the dictionary?
It gotta be because I said it. That's her stepwife. She opened an account to help him buy her ring. Wait, she also helped buy the ring.
Maybe she's just a good friend.
Nah, he dumb dicking this bitch sideways.
Sir, language.
Lord.
Listen. Listen.
Allegedly.
Listen. He dumb dicking that bitch sideways. Ain't no alleged about that. Listen. Hell no. And then she say, before you call me stupid, this my idea. Bitch, that don't make you unstupid.
I mean, he got a point there.
So if they go and see the counselor, what is the counselor going to say? How can they work through this?
Who?
Sir, talking to the counselor, sir. If they all go on to counseling. They try to make this work.
What counsel you know can fix this?
What's your name, sir?
Mary.
Shit, I was saying damn sure ain't me.
Goddamn, this a Medea movie. This is a Medea movie shit right here.
So Cherie says, "Stop fucking the married man," right?
I mean,
She said, "Stop fucking a married MSN." Hey, baby.
well, we know what she meant.
I heard somebody having a conversation about that one time. Like, why do people just go with married men and shit like that? And it's so much easier just to, I guess, rent some shit and take it back whenever there's convenience. Like, yeah, I want a Ferrari. I can pay $200 to go rent one, show it off for like an hour. I can't afford that shit. Rent that shit, take it back. But once you get older, you realize, like,
Nah. Nah, this ain't that, bro. This is not that.
Sir. Rent a nigga.
Rentanigga.com.
I'm saying.
Hey, real shit, we could probably make a killing off that. in today's day and age, you probably make a killing off that.
$200 a day. Reasonable prices. Reasonable prices.
That's your price. Hold on. That's your price, $200 a day.
You asking me? You asking people in the comments?
And you got to dumb dick that bitch sideways. Nigga, I need at least $750.
$750, Lord have mercy.
All right. So did y'all caught the story last week?
I caught it.
People that disappeared. So they found them.
No, they dead.
Yeah, they found them dead.
They found them dead.
No, they found both of them.
Dead.
No, they're not dead.
Oh,
They are definitely caught. So she took the man. She's the a CO. That's what we're gonna call her. She took the guy out for a mental health evaluation. 4 hours later, they realized they ain't never come the fuck back. A week later, they got found in Indiana, Alabama to Indiana.
that's as far as they could have got. I mean, by the look on both of their face, I mean,
Sir,
that was the best idea that they could have came up with
sir.
as a unit.
A mental health evaluation.
She should have went and got one too.
That's not nice.
I mean,
Did she get kidnapped? Did she get kidnapped?
I think that's what it sounded like, right? 'Cause I don't think that she would have just left with the inmate. I think something must have happened. You know what I mean? Something must have happened.
If she didn't, and she's smart, that's exactly what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
Or at least that's what she's gonna say.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Now, how did they find them in Indiana? Like, what was they doing when they were found?
Sir, they found them maybe an hour ago.
Was they big spoon, little spoon, or was she tied up and he was walking around the room beating his head against a wall?
Oh, all right. So they I guess the police saw them and they took off in the car. Ended up crashing the car. She shot herself. Yeah, it says she shot herself.
Nah.
11 days on the run.
So she shot herself and lived.
She shot herself in the foot.
That ain't none of my business.
So
I'm drinking water and minding my business on that one. I feel you.
His name is Casey White. Her name is Vicky White.
Right, I've seen that but they not related though.
So I was going to be like, oh shit. Well, I kind of figured what y'all was doing, but yeah, again, that's none of my business.
That's wild, man.
I mean, white people. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just white people. It's a sport. Look it up.
Oh shit! And then here come Coach D saying the same shit Carlos just said. What the fuck?
What Coach D say?
Yeah, boy.
Coach D.
That shit crazy, yo. Like 11 days, yo, and y'all get caught. What's that? Like, I don't know. None of my business. $10,000.
A week and 4 days. And y'all got to Indiana.
$10,000.
Y'all got to Indiana. In 11 days, y'all got to Indiana.
That's more than enough time to get you all the way. Yeah, you had enough time to cross country and back again, really.
On the bike. On the fucking bike.
Couldn't have been me.
But again, it's none of my business. So,
No, definitely not.
yep. All right. So, since we're all here today, right? Let's do this. Pause it. Pause the fucking video. I'm about to do it right this time, Jonathan. Not gonna fuck it up this time. Jonathan, I will not fuck it up this time. Won't fuck it up this time.
As he fucks it up.
Bam. I didn't fuck it up this time. Now you owe me an apology. All right, so let me show you Pluto.
Hell no. Hell no. You better learn to bob and weave.
When you pull a dog's tail, that's what the fuck gonna happen.
So, I guess Carlos, you already seen this. All right, so Pluto was working, and some parents say, "Hey, go pull his tail and watch him buck." Kids being kids, this sounds like fun. That man wasn't having none of that shit.
He wouldn't have none of
He
it.
chased the kid. He chased the kid. He chased the kid, but couldn't catch the kid, right?
No, he could have caught the kid if he had laid out for him. He really could have caught the kid.
Sir, not with that fucking suit on.
Shit.
Right, right
Reach out, bam.
They said he walked in and quit because he figured he was gonna be fired, so he fucking quit. Well, sometimes you gotta leave people. Sometimes you gotta leave people the fuck alone.
Let me tell you something. His mama, when his mama would have grabbed my arm, I'd have kept on chasing him, and when he made it back around to her, I'd have speared the fuck out of her ass.
Sir,
if I'm about to get fired, I'm going out on top.
Exactly.
Fuck it, I'm going out on top.
so you go from getting fired to going to jail.
You're gonna learn today.
Hopefully,
you're gonna learn today.
Hopefully, when you get out, you got a WWE contract waiting on you.
It's all about sacrifices. Short-term sacrifice, long-term gain.
Sir, what the fuck? It's not funny, Jonathan. Don't fucking laugh at him. He needs some fucking help. All right, one more. All right, we got one more before we jump into our conversation today. Hopefully, it's not fucking
short-term sacrifice.
Jonathan, stop laughing at him. You keep laughing, he's gonna keep fucking going. If you stop laughing, he'll just stop.
No, I won't.
Fucking shit. How did we get here, man? How did we fucking get here? All right, you ready, Jonathan?
Remember the movie E.T.? We all love that movie, right? The little kid who befriends an alien from outer space. Well, today we have a young man.
Wait, what? Wait.
E.T. while he was on vacation.
Wait a minute, rewind that, BJ.
Hello to 11.
Please, bro, wait a minute. Start it over, please.
Little Fred.
Hi, Jonathan. Hello.
Good. Remember the movie?
Sir, pay attention.
No,
okay?
Yes, I'm listening.
Just pay attention, okay? All right, just pay attention.
Remember the movie E.T.? We all love that movie, right? The little kid who befriends an alien from outer space. Well, today we have a young man right here in our studio who actually found his own E.T. while he was on vacation with his family. Say hello to 11-year-old Thomas Deming from Duluth, Minnesota, and his magical friend.
Hi, Thomas.
Good morning.
It's such an exciting story. How did you find this little guy?
Well, I heard some noises in the bushes.
Right?
So I went out to see what it was, and I just found him.
A wrinkled, hunched up little brown E.T.
He was so lost in he was talking really fast in his space language, like beep boop bop beep. I just knew I had to help him.
That is so sweet.
So you snuck it back home and you hid it in your closet for how long?
3 weeks. I fed it
Wow.
pieces so it wouldn't get hungry.
Good thinking.
Tengo que encontrar a mi
Oh, I
familia.
wish I could
Por
understand you,
favor,
little buddy.
por favor, tengo que. Thomas, your parents had no idea you had this little guy hidden away under your sweaters.
Yeah, but one day my dad heard him making these crying sounds.
Uh-huh.
Just go and cut your camera off. Oh shit.
That ain't real. That ain't real. That ain't real. No. Fuck no.
Oh, that
Fuck
shit
no.
hurt. That fucking hurt.
Fuck no. Fuck no.
Oh, man.
This nigga say he found Cicely Tyson in the fucking bushes. Snuck her home,
Oh shit.
put her in a closet, and fed her Reese Pieces.
Sarah, when I seen it, I was gonna send it to y'all earlier. I said, nah, fuck that, yo. I'm still waiting for the fucking show for this.
Wait a minute, the nigga, wait, because at the beginning it was like, you remember the little boy from E.T. and somebody in the background said, yeah, I love that nigga.
Oh shit!
That shit took me out. That was the first thing that took me out.
Hey, Jonathan, that shit not funny, Jonathan.
Yo, you're right. That shit ain't funny.
That shit
It's
ain't
fucking hilarious.
And Carson face just made that shit even worse.
That was like,
Like,
my man took his glasses off and everything.
like that ain't real, bro.
Oh shit!
I'm like, is this nigga really standing here talking about he found Cicely Tyson in the fucking book?
So that's I guess what is it called? Onion News, some shit like that. It's fake,
Okay.
but he got
Okay.
a bunch of them. Like he got a bunch of them. Oh shit!
Oh shit!
Nigga said I fed it Reese Pizza so it wouldn't get hungry.
Oh shit! Yeah, I
I
cannot.
wish I could understand what you're saying. All right, so let me.
Yeah, back in the closet though. I'm.
Oh. Bam!
Oh shit!
Let me tell you about Twisted Gorilla, right? Twisted Gorilla, they make some cool clothes. Flock, yeah. If you looked on the Instagram page the other day, you seen the
I don't get it.
shirt. Excuse me.
I don't get it.
What you mean, Flock? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you ain't supposed to get it, sir. It ain't for you to get. I'm gonna go pull up the one for the Jets for you though, so you can get that. And once you get that, then you'll understand.
What the Jets one say?
So I said I'm gonna pull it up for you, sir.
Oh, that's a Raven shirt.
Yes, sir.
Oh, but the Ravens don't fly in flocks.
See, you're going again.
And I just got a text message. We pulled just your partnership. God damn. Fuck us.
I mean, it's a nice shirt. It looks like it's thick too.
Like what?
Thick, like you know how like t-shirts, some of them be like thin as fuck.
No, this shit is thin.
Oh, it is.
It's gonna get hot outside, sir. This shit is thin.
Oh,
So, before we jump into our shit, I saw this is a guy in Philly that went missing, and they found his body and shit. They said a few days before that he hit the lottery, and then he came up dead a few days later.
He was from over north too, wasn't he?
I don't know, sir. It was a white guy. And Traffic Jam Jimmy died, Carlos.
Yeah, I seen that, bro.
That shit was fucked up, yo.
He was old as shit though.
He was 65. Ain't that old? I said he had a heart attack.
That's what Kevin Samuels died from.
Oh, I meant to talk about him. God damn.
Kevin Samuels was murdered, yo.
So it's a lot. So they never said what happened. They just released the actual phone call from it. They just released the 911 call. I didn't listen to it yet. They just released the 911 call. But it's not saying anything. It's not saying anything.
Bro was on. I guarantee you. Did you see that bitch he was up there with?
No, he said he was up there with a girl. That's what
Hey,
he said.
hey, that nigga was off one of them gas station dick pills, but and I promise you he was. As a matter of fact, if he came two in the pack, he took both of them. Hey, did you see that bitch? Did you? Nigga.
Gas station dick pills, Lord Jesus.
Sir.
Listen, if she ain't do it, the gas station dick pill definitely did.
Sir.
That horny goat, bro was up there off that horny goat weed and ginseng, but listen, if you seen that bit, go. Why you on the computer? Yeah, look it up right quick. Look her up. That was too much for that old man to handle. He said, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, sweetheart. I'll be right back." The nigga popped that bitch with a Red Bull and walked in there, motherfucker, and said,
Sir.
"The shit sad though."
Is it?
It is.
You just got a whole laugh out of that, sir.
No, I'm not laughing because he died. I'm laughing because of the situation in which he was in. There's people like legit celebrating the fact that this man died because they was tired of hearing that they trash as fuck.
Why does everybody praising the fact that he actually died?
Because they tired of hearing the fucking truth.
Now, I'll say this: like his delivery was definitely off for sure. You know, he could have found a different way to deliver the message, but what he was saying wasn't necessarily false. And I think there are a lot of people that took that to heart, and naturally they were mad about it, upset, this and that. But
listen. Where I'm from, all the old people don't hurt your feelings. Ain't nobody gonna coddle you.
oh, dog, I mean, any OG hurt your feelings, dog. Make no mistakes.
That nigga, he told one dude, he said, "Oh, you a fat fucker, ain't you?"
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious. He said, "How much you weigh?" He said, "2 what?" He said, 285. He said, "Oh, you're a fat fucker."
I remember that one when the girl called and he asked how old it was, and she said, "Guess." He hung up.
He told bro, he asked bro, he said, "You got a big dick?" He said, "Huh?" He said, "Do you got a big dick?" He said you 5'2", 300 fucking pounds, and got a little dick, and you expect these bitches to want to be with you? That shit had me rolling, bro.
All right, Jonathan. Sir. Let's go into the topic at hand, sir.
You see, he keep addressing you. He tired of my shit.
No, sir. Jonathan wanted this topic, so we're gonna let Jonathan take over.
Okay. So basically, you know, where I'm coming from with this is I don't know if y'all.
Sir, can you introduce yourself, sir? The first time we heard you speak, sir.
It is not.
Long time host, first time talker. Long time host, first time talker.
Boy, listen.
I'm sorry, sir. Yes, Sharice.
First of
What
all,
she say?
I'm JB. For those of y'all who don't know, I'm JB. I will interject with some randomness every now and again that will be sometimes in reference to the bullshit that Carlos will provide, or maybe even to correct BJ from time to time. But for those of y'all that don't know, I am JB. Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you, and all that other stuff in between time. So today, thank you, Sherelle. Thank you. Thank you, Sherelle. See, BJ, you. I'm about to start. So, y'all listen. So, I hate y'all. So, I don't know if everybody's been keeping up with the NBA playoffs, but I guess there's been a major to-do as far as the court of public opinion is concerned with how a lot of the fathers of these NBA superstars are conducting themselves and such, when they comes to cheering on their sons, during the playoffs, in season, out of season, this and that. And I don't get why there is such I don't want to say backlash, but there's something to talk about when it comes to fathers, let alone black fathers, and how they choose to support their children. Because through my history anyway, there's not been one race of there's not been one race of men who's been more maligned than the black father. So, then of course the joke has always been, hey, you guys are never there, absentee, dad, left, never came back, this and that. So to see black fathers actually present and being what they should be to their children, it's now a problem. Well, we can't really have it both ways. Kendrick Perkins, tweeted out, I want to say this was about 5 days ago or so, about how basically a lot of people within the African American community grew up without a father, or grew up without knowing their fathers, and these men have been in their lives every step of the way. Now, while I do understand that some can be rather can be out there and a bit outrageous, I don't think that there is a way that you can, or a limit rather, as to how you should be able to support your kids. If you want to be that loud, air horn, signs, yelling, screaming, carrying on, where you got a whole fan section, do that. But do not let anybody, let alone public opinion, change the way or make you look at how you want to support your children or cheer them on differently. In the case of guys like LeVar Ball has put 2 sons in the NBA. A third, maybe not. We'll see how that turns out. But that's an accomplishment all in itself. Most people can't put one child in the professional ranks of any sport, let alone 2. T. Moran, John Morant's, was that
3?
Mm-hmm. T. Moran, John Moran's dad. John Moran is arguably the biggest star in the NBA right now, or the biggest young star right now. And then you had him and Karl Anthony Towns' dad, having a little friendly rivalry with each other, during the playoffs, which I think is all in good fun. But why is it that America, maybe even the world over, has an issue when you have black fathers who actually come out to support their kids?
You know why?
Gives me black, but I digress. I won't go there.
You know what? In my opinion, I feel like people have a problem with it because they don't know what it looks like. And when all you have to go off of is people, for instance, like LeVar Ball, he's unapologetically loud as a motherfucker about his motherfucking kids.
I love
it. And that is exactly the way you're supposed to be about your kids.
Mm-hmm.
But you have so many people out here who don't and never have had a male figure in their life that's for real serious about them, that they look at shit like that like, nah, that's not right. But the thing about it is everybody's situation is different, so you can't tell one person how to love on their child.
Mm-hmm.
The way I love my child is how I love my child. Now, if there's any further questions, we'll jump.
We do what?
Jumping.
Oh, okay, so I just want to make sure I thought I heard what I heard, sir.
But that's just my point, you know. And Carlos said that beautifully. You should not let anybody tell you how to love your child. How you love your child is how you choose to love your child. BJ, for instance, would you let anybody make you sway from the way you decide you want to cheer on your kids? Because I know you got what, 1-2 sons in football.
So I got 17 kids, sir.
Well,
it's like no,
you got a whole team.
I have 4, and all of them play football.
Okay, so
Burrell does cheer and dance class and fucking shit.
So my question is, would you let anybody else's opinion affect how you decide to cheer on your kids or show your support for that matter?
No, sir, you can't change my mind. Hey, Sharice, cut it out. No, you can't change my mind, sir. You can't tell me that my kids ain't the shit. Now I'm not gonna sit here and lie and walk up to you like, yeah, yo, my son the best quarterback at his age. No, I'm not gonna lie to you about that shit. No, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you what my kids are and what they ain't. Like, so in regards to the comment, go back to LeVar. I like LeVar's energy. I don't like how loud he always is. That motherfucker is loud, and he is
confident.
No, he's a little more than confident. But he's not cocky though. He's more than confident, but he's not cocky. But when he first came, I was like, man, if he don't go sit his goofy ass down, like everybody got kids out here and shit like that. But if you sit back and you watch the way he promotes his kids and his kids do this, that, and the third, like that man really knew what he's talking about. I thought he was talking outside of his ass from the beginning. He was just talking.
He definitely does that.
Yeah, his kids was going to be this. The baller brand is and all this shit. Like, listen, you can't. So you can't knock the way a person go about their life, if that makes sense. Yeah, I was ready to go to another instant, but I'm sorry.
No, but I love LeVar's energy, quite honestly. Like I said, he comes sideways and out his ass with most of the stuff. But I love his energy. I love the fact that this man is proud of his kids. You know, he's not gonna put them on the pedestal like they're the best. Well, he does put them on the pedestal as though they're the best. But you can't tell them any different.
That part.
Kevin Hart did. He was a crackhead, but he was there.
Mm-hmm. And that's more than most can say.
Exactly. And then most people, they have a problem with that. Well, are you smoking crack and going around your son cheering him on? Bitch, just because your daddy ain't there for you don't mean shit.
You're taught to fear what you don't understand.
That part. And that kind of leads me into my next point, as far as understanding is concerned. I think what is really underestimated is the role that us men as fathers play in the roles in our children's lives. I think that's one thing that's greatly underestimated.
Yep.
Because I'm a social worker, and for the past couple of weeks, man, I've dealt with so many cases where these young women, 18, 19, 20 years old, come in and they are halfway terrified because of some of the abuse that they've gone through. But a lot of it has been at the hands of their own dads. So it's like, who do you look to protect you when the person that is supposed to protect you is your abuser? And it's like, these girls, well, excuse me, not little girls, young women have broken down in tears because it's like, yo, what do I do? And it's like, what can you really tell them? Because the person that is supposed to be there to protect them isn't.
Practice your Second Amendment.
That part, but I can't give that kind of advice.
Tell him to call Uncle C. Call Uncle C. I got him.
But one of the basic character or basic traits of a man, a father, and husband is to provide and protect.
Priest, provider, and protector.
If you ain't doing those two things, dog, what have or are you really doing?
Pistols, patience, and counseling.
But
If you ain't know, I'm the pistols.
Sir. So was Lamar? I'm saying LeVar in the NBA as well.
I don't believe so. I think he played college ball, but I don't think he was ever in the NBA.
So what advice do you give to the parents that's like LeVar Ball, but in reality they're trying to live through their kids, so they're trying to push their kids so hard that they are really trying to relive their days through their kids.
Ease off the accelerator. Ease off the accelerator, because you're gonna push your kids to the point where they don't want to do shit at all, because they don't want to be pushed. Because most of these kids, especially nowadays with this current generation, most of them can't be pushed like that. They'll shut down almost instantly. A lot of them really do lack that toughness, and let me tell you, I could go on and on about that, but that's a different story. Most of these kids lack that toughness. They lack that mental toughness, and most of them don't want to if you push them too hard. They already halfway do, but if you push them hard enough, they'll shut down and clam up altogether. But don't let anybody affect or change your opinion on how you choose to support and or love your kids. If you want to be loud and boisterous and ignorant and all that other stuff, be that.
I'm gonna tell you something. Ain't nobody gonna be louder for your child than me. Ain't nobody gonna be louder for my child than I am.
It definitely should be that way.
So if you're not loud for your child, then what does that mean?
That don't necessarily mean anything. It's how you
support.
Exactly. That's your child. Like, you got to know who you're dealing with, because you got some kids who are shy, and being loud like that will not allow them to come out of their shell and be the best that they can be in whatever it is that you being loud for. Some of them, they like Kobe, like just chill.
So when I'm on the sidelines for the games, I'm not coaching. Coaching period. I'm not. Oh, let's go, motherfuckers! That's not me. Like,
I can picture that. I don't know why.
Certain plays, is fuck yeah, let's go. I seen that shit. I seen you do that shit, and I've been trying to keep my composure because I've been put off the field a few times. But
you like Coach Carter,
sir.
Right.
So
Rich what?
I done seen parents that every time their child get the ball rushed for 2 yards, they running up and down the sideline. Like, relax. He got 2 yards. Calm the fuck down. We still got a long way to go. I seen that. And I'm not knocking nobody for what they do. Is everybody is different. You got some parents who just come sit up all the way on top of the stands and watch the game, and then talk to their kids afterwards.
The thing is, you can't outcoach the coach.
Sir, can we get that on the shirt?
Yes, we can.
Because this shit, sir.
You can't outcoach the coach. Like, you have to, in that moment, you have to allow the coach to do his job. Because if I'm paying you to coach my child, nigga, matter of fact, if my child do some fuck shit, I'm gonna look at you like, hey, this what you teaching him?
This what them B's and dudes is going towards?
So, I had this one parent like 3 years ago. And yeah, my son fast, he can catch. I don't have no problem tackling and all that shit. I swear to God, throwing the ball, he went like this. He blocked this shit from his fucking face, didn't try to put his hands up. He every time he come, he always want to talk about the cartoons he watched and all of that. This kid was not interested in playing football, not one fucking bit. But his father kept making him come. His older brother was like 12, and he was definitely he was there. He was aggressive. He was hitting. This kid did not want to play football. His father kept trying to shove him in the game. The kid started crying all the time, and like he did not want to play. And I tried to explain to his father that maybe it's not for him.
It's a liability. It's a liability.
Do it.
It's a liability trying to force your child to do something that they don't want to do, especially something like contact sports.
And
Like
that shit fall on. Shit.
Like that shit is a liability because if your child get folded, nigga, it's gonna be your fault.
Sir, every time we did tackling drills, I had that kid do something different. Every time. I mean, shit was wild. But his older kid, like he was on the sideline, ha ha, rah rah, and all that. But the younger kid, like he didn't want it. No way, shape, or form.
And that's fine.
This kid talked
That's
about
fine.
anything except for fucking football.
And that's the thing too. I feel like a lot of people they forget that how it was when they were a child. And for me, I keep that shit real close, and I never forget how it was to be a child. Like one of the things that I wanted to bring up with this subject was, you remember how your parents or an adult that's around you would tell you not to do something that was considered disrespectful, but then turn around and disrespect the shit out of you?
Sir.
Like that shit used to throw me for a loop. And it's like that a child's supposed to stay in a child's place. I agree, but not to the detriment of the opinion of that human.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Children have an opinion. Just because they're a child don't mean that their opinion don't count.
Mm-hmm.
The way they see things is from a different lens, and you have to listen. Because a child will fuck around and fuck you up. You'll be sitting there, you'll ask them something, and they'll tell you some shit. You'll be like, damn, you're right.
This is true. This is very true.
So, parents that aren't there. So you can't really say that. So, not part-time parents, because all parents matter, right? Not really the dad that show up every 2 weeks. Let's say the dad that only show up for games. Well, don't take the mother got to do transportation. The mother got to pay for all the shit, and the father just show up just to chill. Did he get the same rights to chill on, or did he got to sit in the corner and just relax?
You should have the same rights to cheer on, because spending time with your kids and being there for your kids doesn't necessarily always depend on how much you're willing to spend or how much you spend, for that matter. Sometimes what means more to the kid is that you're there. Because you'd be amazed at how many times you can throw money at a kid, you can try to buy their affection, give them this, that, and the third. But if you ain't there, what you've given them, what you bought, means absolutely nothing. Then what do you do?
Right.
You have to play into people's personality. Even children, you have to play into that child's personality.
Everybody, you can't walk up to them and be like, man, get the fuck over there. Some kids, you got to go. I need you to go wait over there.
Yep.
And some kids,
My
you have
daughter's
to
one of them.
explain. And some kids, you have to explain why. I hated that. I hated that shit. I ain't got to explain shit to you. You're a child. Nigga, I am inquisitive as fuck. You need to tell me why I got to go stand the fuck over here. Because I'm not going to. If I don't understand why, what you trying to get me to do ain't gonna work for me. That was the brunt of a whole lot of my ass whooping.
The first step is admitting that you have a problem.
Did y'all see Young Jock got arrested for child abandonment?
No. Did not see that, sir.
Yeah.
But I did see that guy that got arrested, and 8 hours later they realized his child was still in the car. He got arrested.
What did he get arrested for?
So he was supposed to be somewhere to check in with somebody, and when he went to go check in, they had a warrant for parole violation or something like that. So they locked him up. So 8 hours later, his 8-month-old was still in the car and died. So I don't know exactly what happened or why he didn't say something or why they didn't say something, but there's a lot of fingers being pointed. Shit, wow.
So they saying Young Jock didn't physically abandon a child. They saying one of his baby mamas petitioned for child support. So that's probably why, like when you going through the court, they start labeling shit a certain kind of way to fuck you up. Like if I get arrested for child abandonment, I want it to be because I left a child in the fucking car
But this is
on a
all
hot day with the windows up.
But this is all the more reason why this should be a lesson to most men, all men, every man. Stop sticking your dick in everything that moves.
Shit, some of these niggas out here, some of these niggas out here sticking their dick in shit that ain't moving.
That part.
All
Stop
right,
sticking every goddamn thing that moves, because y'all know good and damn well you ain't ready to take care of the end result of it.
before we get out of here, I see these my Papa wristbands. I got your Papa
Oh,
wristbands.
boy, before you turn them shits to the side, I thought, never mind.
Y'all got y'all business. Y'all want to get
I thought
y'all.
this was
JB.
test, boy. I
I'm
was
with
like,
JB on this.
whoa.
I'm with JB on this one.
I got mine on. Got black, got white. I even got the pink one for Mother's Day. God damn it. The kids had a pop-up shop the other day. And I did sell a few at the pop-up shop. Because people was giving out business cards. Baby, why are you giving out business cards? She's like, what you mean? We got some new shit. So I explained it to her. She was like, I was looking at one of those. Got you. Right? I even got my card. See mine? It's a hardback. Then hardback. Like Popple. So in the show notes somewhere, hit that link tree. James, what's up? Hit that link tree and you can get yours. Get your 20% off discount code, or you can get them from me. I'm gonna charge you $5 extra. But you can get them today. But one last thing, right? He said he's official. Who's he? He, him. All right, one last thing before we get out of here. This is probably gonna piss y'all off, but we got to here on the rage note.
All right, it's that time of the day that everybody loves. One person's going to be absolutely pissed. It's Leon's goofy ass person of the day. Now, look at this. Look at this beautiful baby. Now, that mama decided to cut her hair off and bleach it and dye it blonde. People, can we stop treating kids like they dolls to use for our entertainment? Let that little baby hair grow and don't put all them chemicals in her hair. Why? Because she's going to grow up, it can mess her hair up, or she can have a complex feeling like that's how she needs to look to be accepted, man. Stop treating your kids like baby dolls. It's not nothing to play with. That's a human life, man, all right? And to the mom who did this, sit your goofy ass down.
Sir.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying nothing.
Sir, why do you always get like that, sir?
I'm just not.
I mean,
I love my people, love them dearly, but some shit. Yeah, no, I'm good.
Sir, we gotta stop the stupid shit, sir.
Indeed.
Hey, hold on. Do not leave out just yet. I want to show y'all something.
Cut the baby hair, dye her hair, like, come on. And then send her back to elementary school. What the fuck?
Oh, damn. He took it down.
I'm not going. Yeah, I'm leaving that one alone, sir.
Hold on, here we go.
All right,
I'm in
so
the bad reception area. I'm trying to get this shit to load up right quick.
hit that goddamn link tree. Tomorrow morning, check out the SamzSportz Morning Show. Got this number. I should have put the number on there. I'm gonna put the number on there so y'all can know what the text in number. All right, we gonna have a giveaway. We gonna have a question. Only Sharice should be able to answer the question because she on every fucking show. All right. So that's the number. Text in tomorrow. We'll have music. We're gonna have. We might have a few callers because you can actually call in too. All right, because Carlos been asking me about the shit. I know my man Dennis been asking about the shit. 'Cause we used to do it back in the day, but we was really unaware of what we was really doing. Now we got a better understanding, so we're gonna rock it out, reinvent it.
Rock out with your cock out.
No, we're not gonna do that, sir.
Black out.
All right. So, iHeartRadio, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern
So,
time.
sir, I got to be up at like 5 a.m. Nigga, come on, sir.
Sir, what time you get up in the morning anyway?
Sir, that's like 5 a.m. out here.
Are you complaining?
So you talking a morning show? So you got a real morning show.
Why don't you move your ass? Why don't you move your ass out the desert?
Yo, sir, I want to, but it's called. I have a soon-to-be 12-year-old that will not let me leave right now.
She'll adapt.
Shit. You try telling her that. Let me know how it turns out for you.
No, thank you.
You'll get the same response I got.
No, thank you, sir. You bust that nut. You take care of it.
I've been doing it and plan to keep doing it, sir.
We got a morning show tomorrow, Sharice, 8 a.m. my time. What's that? 4 a.m. your time? You probably don't be up, but
5, sir. It's only 3 hours, not 4, sir.
She lives further than you, sir.
Sir, we don't. I'm not. They are an hour ahead of us, so no.
Say what?
I believe she's an hour ahead of us here.
I thought it was 4 hours in California. No, Nick is in Alaska. He's 4 hours behind.
Nick is in Alaska?
Yeah, Nick lives in Alaska.
Nigga, we gotta go to Alaska. Fuck the bullshit. Hold on, man.
He was just saying that. I was looking up the prices and shit yesterday. They want like $700-800 for it.
That's what I'm trying to say.
A round trip or one way?
One way.
All right.
And I was like, "You ain't got no train and shit. We can get up there." And he was like, "No, we got no train.
I'll meet you. Hey, I'll meet you in Washington State, my boy."
Yeah.
Oh yeah, JB, you real close to Nevada, bro.
Yeah, I know, bro. About 5 hours.
Yeah, you can move to Nevada.
How's the prices out there? Nah, and it's too much like being here.
All right, so Carlos, this is some of the shirts from Twisted Gorilla. Danny Dimes. I'm gonna go ahead and get June this one right here. Danny Dimes. So Twisted Gorilla, they just got different like shirts. What the fuck is that? They're different apparel, and you got different quotes. Some of them cool. Some of them stand out more than other ones. They got T-shirts. They got hoodies. They got sportswear. They got
Not fun guy.
So they got different comedy. Thick fillet. Go ahead, Carlos. Order this one for your significant other. John, you can order this one and then go to work with it, John.
Sir, not these types of folks I got coming in here, sir.
Roll me a fat one. It's not a dad by its father figure. Oh, that's dope.
Sir. So, I believe our SamzSportz discount code is Twisted Sam. SAM. Twisted Sam. I think you get 15% off. You get 15% off Twisted Gorilla. You get 20% off of Popple. All right. And if you push that like and follow button, you get 100% off. Because it don't cost you anything. Just push that like, follow.
Oh, you get 100% off? Already? Yeah, go on, ship me mine. It's recorded. It's recorded. It's recorded.
All right, go ahead. Play it back then. Play it back.
Play it back.
We
Play it back.
1 hour and 4 minutes. So you go back to the 1 hour and 2 minute mark, and you start from there. And this has been the What's Next podcast, a part of the SamzSportz Podcast Network, the best and the worst unscripted show you will find around. And today you have seen why.
Gang.